Hi, welcome to this video. Now, in this video, I'm going to go over one specific type of question from your 6-3 homework. Okay, so if you go to 6-3, you will see a total of 15 questions, and the one that I'm going to go over in this video would be from number 13 to 15. Okay, so let's get started. So here I have a quadrilateral JKLM over here, and it seems like looks sort of like a parallelogram, but we're not exactly sure, right? So that's what this. If you switch to the part C, they are asking us pretty much, can we conclude that this quadrilateral is indeed a parallelogram? So that's our ultimate goal. So here we have this quadrilateral on the xy plane, on my x and y axis, and my j is at -3, -1. Right? They gave us that coordinate, and then k is at -6, 4. My L is at -1, 8, and my M is at 2, 3. Okay, so they already gave us the coordinates, and all we have to do is to figure out if. So how do I know if this quadrilateral is a parallelogram? All we have to show is if my KL, my segment KL, is it parallel to my segment JM? Okay, where's my cursor? There you go. Is my segment KL parallel to my JM? Right, that's what we have to do. Segment KL, segment JM. If they are parallel, then nice, then they are parallel pair, right? And then I look at my KJ. And then I look at my KJ. Is my KJ, segment KJ, parallel to segment LM? And if they are parallel, then I have a parallelogram. And that's it. That's all we have to do. So let's start with finding out the slope of LM. So for LM, I'm looking at this section. That's my LM. Right? So if I want to find the slope of that, all I have to do is to go to the right and come down. Right? That's all we have to do. So my rise in this case, I'm just going to write it. I'm just going to type it here. My slope is equal to rise over run. Right? In this case, my run. So from point L to point M, I'm going to the right by 3. So my run is going to be 3. So I'm going to have something over 3. So what's my rise? My rise is going to be negative because I'm going down, right? From point L to point M, I'm going down. So my rise will be negative. But how much am I going down? If you count it, you'll be 5, right? So that's it. That's my slope for my LM. My slope is -5 over 3. Okay? Now let's look at my JK. My JK is over here. My JK is over here. Okay? We're talking about the slope of that line there. So again, let me type it out. So already we know that slope is rise over run. So from point K to point J, what's my rise? From point K to point J, I'm going down as well. So I'm gonna have a negative. How much am I going down? Count carefully. I hope your answer is 5. So that would be -5. What's my run? So from point K to point J, I'm going to the right by 3. Right. So my slope of JK is also -5 over 3. Oh, sorry about that. Oh no. Okay. So I'm just gonna let me just type that again. Right. M is also equal to -5 over 3. Okay. In other words, what I can do now is let me erase that. Now I know for sure that this line here, line LM, is parallel to line kj, right? Because they have the same slope. Same slope means parallel, right? Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing with my K to L. My K to L, that would be this segment, that segment there. So what's the slope going to be? So my rise in this case is going to be positive because from point K to point L, I'm going up. So how much am I going up? I'm going up by 4, right? And my run from K to L, I'm going to the right by how many units? I hope your answer is 5. If you count carefully, you should get 5. So that's my slope. My slope of KL is 4 over 5. Yeah? So now let's look at JM. This one right here. Okay. So for JM, same thing, just find the slope. So M equals, in this case, I am going up again. So my slope is going to be positive. So I'm going up by how much? 4. Right. And then from J to M, I'm going to the right. How much am I going to the right? Should be 5. All right. So there you go. So slope of KL is 4 over 5. Slope of JM is also 4 over 5. That means the two lines are parallel as well. So we have LM parallel to JK. So in this case, I can type this down. Let me type that down. LM is parallel to JK. And KL is parallel to JM. Okay? Now, we are almost done here. Part C, what can we conclude? So if you read the descriptions carefully, we know that it's going to be a parallelogram. So I can choose either this one or that one. Right? I can choose those two. So let's take a look. The first one says the quadrilateral is a parallelogram because it has one pair of opposite sides that are parallel, even though the other two sides are not parallel. Right now we have two pairs, right? We have this parallel to that, this parallel to that. So right now we have two pairs that are two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. So let's look at the third one. The quadrilateral is a parallelogram because it has two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. So that is my answer. Okay, that's it. So in summary, we just need to know how to find our slope of the segments, and most of the time they will give you guys the XY plane. They will give you the graph, so you can kind of just count them carefully, and you'll get the slope. If your line looks like that, if your line is going down from left to right, if like that or like this, then your slope should be negative. And if your slope is like, if your line looks like this or like that, you know, going upwards from left to right, then your slope should be positive. So just keep that in mind. Rise over run, and that will give you a slope. Count carefully, and that's it. However, if today they don't give you, if they don't give you this, and they only gave you the coordinates over here, now what do? You will have to make a quick sketch. Make a quick sketch, put the points down, and then we can carry out with this process. All right. Hope you guys find this video helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.